gosh, just look how beautiful this image is. This deck is going to get a lot of use. My ducks, Simon here, welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. Hope everybody's doing okay. It's the turn of the week, hump day. I hope everybody's week is going okay. I'm really excited to be here. I've got a new deck to show you. All I've done is taken off the address label and such. This is a deck that has been created by the fabulous guys over at, oh look at this, over at Sons of Asgard. Now, you'll have heard me mention them before because they've got a shop on the high street in Glastonbury. It's a favourite shop of mine. Whenever I go to Glastonbury, always pay them a visit. Have done since they had the 2 smaller units on the Gauntlet, but moved to the high street a couple of years back. Chris and John, I believe this deck is created by Chris. And this has kind of been, well, at least as far as I'm aware, a year in the making, because when Sandra and I went to Glastonbury last Samhain, they spoke about a deck, and I believe Sandra saw some of the images. I haven't, so this will be my first time seeing the deck, and I'm really excited about it because before I've even opened the bag, I know that when you're dealing with Chris and John, it's about quality. Everything in their shop is fantastic. Their blends, their incense, you name it. They've got a beautiful crystal range. It's a proper emporium, and if you do go to Glastonbury, do go to Sons of Asgard, because it's an experience as well as, you know, a shop. I also know that Sandra has been sent a copy. I purposely not watched that because I wanted the first reaction. I wanted you to hear my thoughts on the deck without being influenced in any way. I always do that when I'm really excited about a deck. So anyway, enough preamble. Let's have a look inside. So we've got a deck and the book. Oh wow, look how beautifully this is wrapped. This bag is lovely as well. It's the Forest Witch Oracle. I'm not sure if I said that already. But I love this cloth bag. It's in a forest green as well, which is just gorgeous. Again, the quality, I mean, and look how this is wrapped. This is wrapped in cloth, a darker green, perhaps an emerald green. We've got a book, the Forest Witch Oracle Guidebook. Yes, Chris Leverett. So one half of Sons of Asgard, Chris and John. They also have a YouTube channel, and I love watching their YouTube channel. Every Sabbath, as the Sabbath's approaching, they do a video and they create an altar in their shop and they film it, and they give loads of information out about the Sabbath. So I've really been enjoying watching them. They also do lives every so often as well. And this is metal. This is a charm that can be taken off, used on a pouch, or anywhere really, which is really nice, you know, to get an actual metal leaf. So I'm loving the theme, I'm loving the colours of the green. This is a card that says, a big thank you. Thank you so much for purchasing a copy of Forest Witch Oracle deck. Your support is greatly appreciated. So for full transparency, I haven't purchased this. This has been sent for the purpose of a review. The first batch of printing of the deck comes with a limited edition bonus card, and that's called Altar. This is included within this deck and is strictly limited to the first batch only. Once they are gone, the card will not be available again in the future. So that's interesting. The altar card represents sacred space, mindfulness, and presence. If you do not have the capacity, capability, or space to be able to set up a physical altar, you can create this space both inside and outside of yourself by merely being present and focused on what it is you are doing. As you go about your day to day being, be immersed in what it is you are doing. Do it with feeling. Alternatively, if you have the opportunity to create yourself a physical altar, now would be the time to do so, but create it how you want. That is so true. Imbue it with your own intention and vibration, not built in the image of someone else's vision. And I think that is really important. I have a couple of sacred spaces. One, my main one, which has Gaia and lots of goddess kind of energies to it. And then I have another one which is quite masculine, really, lots of wood and branches, and it has the green man represented, etc. But they are very much, and even this really is a sacred space for me, where I sit each day and read my cards and things, and I have a goddess representation here, which is a Win Abbott piece. But you have to create your space that resonates with you. If you are, I completely agree, if you're creating a space that is mirror to somebody else's, then it's just not yours and you won't get the full potential of using it. Finally, if you're interested in learning how to read cards for others, the Asgard Academy, which is www.asgardacademy.co.uk, offer an online course where you can learn more about the cards and how to read these professionally for others. Chris. So thank you for that, Chris. So we've got the little book, the Forest Witch Oracle Guidebook. It's lovely. Let the magic of the forest guide you. The Forest Witch Oracle Guidebook. So there's an introduction here, messages from nature. What I will say is this, and one of the reasons why I'm so excited for this deck is my practice is very earth-centric. Even going back to my Buddhism days, when I was a Buddhist, I was very much focused on not only the oneness between mind and body, but also the self and the environment. We are part of the environment, we're part of the landscape, you know, our actions ripple out into the environment. So, and even more so now on my pagan path where I follow the wheel of the year, it's very much seeing those shifts and change. So this deck, I just think is going to be fantastic. So the guidebook gives us a image from the card, a colour image. Again, I love that it's on this forest green colour. The title, so we've got boulder, and then some keywords: steadfast, longevity, stubbornness, assistance, communication, and then you get your divinatory meaning here as well. So paper is lovely as well. This is gorgeous paper. So really nice guidebook. They're not numbered, so I'm not sure how many cards. Find the magic of the forest and let this be your guide. Absolutely. And I love walking in woodland spaces. Absolutely. I love being outdoors anyway. Even though I'm a city dweller, I love to get out. And if you followed my vlogs, you'll see that I love to explore and be out in nature. Oracle card spreads at the back. So yeah, I wonder if it says at the front how many cards are in the deck. I'm not sure if it does without having a proper read through. I could have a count there, that'll be fine. Because they're not numbered, but they are in alphabetical order, so they're easy to look up anyway. So that's the book. Let's bring the camera down a little bit and we'll have a close-up look at the cards. Okay, so let's move that across. Look at this. Wow. Not sure if that is in a knot or if it's easy to unpick. It's a shame to take this off, but I'm going to keep it somewhere safe. Let's just pop it there for now. And I'm probably going to have to cut that. Okay, here we go. All right. So I love that it's wrapped in cloth. I don't think I've ever had a deck that has been wrapped in cloth before. But again, you know, if you get this, you can have this as a background for the cards. Oh, these look fantastic. Wow, this is a nice chunky deck, and the images are so crisp and clear. Oh, I like the backs. Very simple, understated, but perfect. Again, it's got this forest green background. I love the sharpness and clarity of the images. Okay, I'm going to have a count so we can see how many cards we're looking at. Okay, so I make that 66 cards, which is brilliant. I spoke last week, I can't remember what deck I was showing, but I was talking about how for an Oracle deck, you know, I always feel very shortchanged if there's like 20, 25 cards. And, you know, anywhere above 40 is great, but to have 66. They did say there was an additional card that won't be in any other edition after the first print run. So that still gives you 65 cards. Cardstock is really, really good cardstock. It's nice and thick. There is a glossy feel to it. And I really like that because for this particular deck, it really helps the images to pop because there is such sharpness. The quality of the images in this deck is exceptional. I started counting this way and then I realized I was getting a sneak peek at the at the images, so I turned it over and then started counting it that way. In terms of card size, with a standard tarot deck, you'll see that it's taller and wider, so it is like a pretty typical Oracle size. I like the rounded corners, and you can see the borderless. You really do get, there is the word, but it's not blocked out with a banner or a section at the bottom where you're losing some of the image. So you do get to see this beautiful, beautiful image on each card. So this is the additional card, which is only available with the initial print run, and that's altar, and it's a gorgeous altar and so simple, you know. It's mainly candles, some acorns. Yeah, it's just really, really lovely, beautiful. And then we have Acorn. I love the fact that, again, you know, there's the sharpness on the image in the foreground, and then you've got you know, a little blurring in the background to make that front piece really stand out and pop. We have autumn. Look at those colours. Can you imagine walking that path? You can almost hear the crunching of the leaves underfoot. These beautiful tall trees. Gorgeous. We have belladonna. I hope the clarity of the image is coming across on camera, because it's stunning. It really is beautiful. We have bluebells. I love the light coming in through the trees. Boulder. I think that's the image we looked at in the book. I will stop at one card as well, like I always do, and give an example of the reading in the book. Preamble. We have candle. This is just gorgeous. We have Canopy. Let's stop at Canopy. and we'll see what the book says. So Canopy is here, and the keywords are support, shielding, comfort, shelter, and perspective. The canopy above the forest serves as a protective barrier from the outside world, creating a space, a magic, and a mystery within. It can provide shelter and shade and allow us some respite so that we may journey within to discover more about ourselves, what makes us tick, why we do the things we do, and why we are the way we are. An important part of self-development is taking time out now and again to review the things that we've experienced. Are there things we need to learn from, or things we need to congratulate ourselves on achieving? The canopy may also indicate a need to create a calm, tranquil, or sacred space, an escape away from the hustle and bustle of day-to-day life. If you can't create this space, find one that you can visit. Make time to detach from the norm so that you are then able to process what is going on around you. Isn't that beautifully written? Wow. There's just enough there and quite a lot to also contemplate and ponder on. Oh, look at this. Ceremony. Love this. Look at these standing stones. This is so beautiful. Cluti tree. Not heard of it. I've seen that done. There's a tree in Avebury. I filmed there as well. It's on a couple of the vlogs that I've done where there's all ribbons tied around the branch of the tree. It's got all its roots exposed as well. It's quite a sight. But I've not heard of this Cluti tree or that expression before. Oh, gorgeous. I want to live there. Cottage. Just look how lovely this is. Creek. We have crossroads. Dreamcatcher. Embers. We have Enchanter's Nightshade. I really do feel like I'm on a journey through the woods. We have the Fairy Ring. Fallen Leaf. Still with the dew on it. We have a feather. Fire. Looks like it's dampening down. Foraging. Forest fire. Forest meadow. How beautiful this image is. This whole deck is absolutely gorgeous. It's a stunningly beautiful deck. Foxglove. Gateway. Ah, this reminds me of the Druid's Temple. Ivy. Lake. We have lantern. Log. To sit and rest. To meditate. We have the long barrow. Moss. Do you know, I wish this forest, I wish all of these scenes were from an actual forest and one that I could access because I see these images and I just long to be there. The mists. Beautiful. Moonbeam. Moss. We have mountains. Mushroom. Nightfall. The other world. I love that. We've got a doorway, a portal into another realm. When I was a kid, we used to play in what was called the ditch. It was some old, there was lots of trees and a ditch in the middle, then it went up a hill towards the motorway. And I could always remember a tree with this kind of archway into it, and I used to imagine it's, even then as a kid, that's where all the kind of fairies and elves and gnomes and all that came from. I read a lot of Enid Blyton books, I'll just say that. We have Pentacle. I'd be thrilled if I walked through a forest and discovered a pentacle hanging from a tree. Puddle. We have river. Yes, this is like the tree I was talking about. Roots. I love it when you see trees like that. And then you imagine all the other trees in the forest being interconnected through their roots. Ruins. Sacred circle. Oh, seedling. This deck is so beautiful. Soil. We have spring, the advent of spring. Look at the colours. Standing stone. I love to see standing stones. Stars. The summer. Sunlight. Sunrise. And then sunset. Oh my gosh, just look how beautiful this image is. This deck is going to get a lot of use. Thunderstorm. Toadstool. Tombstone. It's a beautiful tombstone. Look at the tree. It's really in keeping with its surroundings. Trail. Tree moss. Tree of life. Gorgeous. Twilight. Valley. Waterfall. We have a well. each image is so atmospheric as well, with like the shards of light coming in. There's just life breathed into these images. It's like you're in an actual forest. These aren't static images. They feel alive. You can almost get a sense of being there. Wild garlic and winter. I was going to say we must have a winter. Wow, absolutely beautiful. And what a treat to have, you know, so many cards, 65 generally, 66 with the first print run, but absolutely exquisite. Chris has done such a fantastic job sourcing these images, and just they're not one image is jarring with the others. The deck has been curated so well, and they really are, you know, they fit into place beautifully. You feel like you're in one particular forest and you're on a journey through that forest, through all the seasons, following all the rivers and streams, being there for sunrise and sunset, following the little pathways, just absolutely beautiful. Dare I say, perhaps one of my favourites so far. As you know, I'm all about tarot, but I have around 100 oracle decks. This one is going to be getting a lot of use. I'm going to take it with me to Glastonbury, and I'm just going to use it, and I'm going to be reading the accompanying book as well, because just on that one card we read, it's so beautifully written. So thank you, Chris and John, for sending this to me. I'm looking forward to seeing you next week on our annual pilgrimage to Glastonbury. And congratulations on creating such a beautiful deck. I wish you every success with it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. There will be in the description a link to Sons of Asgard and where you can obtain this beautiful oracle deck. Thanks for watching, everyone, and until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.